Good afternoon to those who listen. It's February 27th, 2019. It's 5:12 p.m. Still a lot of chemtrails and a lot of chemtrail lines near the horizon. And a lot have already happened on the horizon. And the sun's still setting in the southwest, although it is moving a little bit farther to the west. I think it used to be more over at the other edge of the tree. You can always go back on videos to find out. That's why documentation is so important. Alright, I got a few things I'd like to tell you guys. Some developments that have been happening. One, I'll start off with remember my Section 8 apartment that had the mold? Well, I've been finding out a few things. Okay, so someone on Facebook, a friend of mine on Facebook, sent me a link to a news story from the same channel that I tried to get. I'm not sure. I had to pause it because my mom was bursting in. And that's another one of the problems that I've been trying to just kind of ignore. But what I was going to tell you is, first off, I don't remember where I was at in the story, so I'm just going to do it over. So, a friend sent a link to a story on Facebook to Channel 8 News, which is the one I contacted to see if they would help me with the mold situation. Never heard nothing back from them ever. But they did a story on a woman, and it's funny too because it's on the same street that my sister lives on. I think it's, who knows, it might be 10 blocks away or something. But she had mold so bad, it was terrible mold. It was growing through her walls and everything. She had mold in her apartment from June on, maybe longer, and she tried to get the landlord to do something. He wouldn't do it, so then she was desperate and got to the TV station. And the TV station, I guess, thought it was serious enough, which it was really bad. It was really super bad. She had a 1-year-old baby too, got bronchitis from it. Just a bad story. But anyway, so I wrote my story in there, hoping that maybe some other people would see it that lived in the same apartments that I did, and maybe that the news channel would see it too, and maybe help me out, because I put that in there. Can you please help me out? Oops, sorry, I knew the bug fell on me, a ladybug. Oops. And hoping that they might actually do a story, to help me out too. So anyway, after that, I put in a thing, if anybody lived here or had found mold in your apartment or got sick in your apartment, please contact me. I'm trying to see if I can get a lawyer that maybe we could do like a class action lawsuit or something, because it's ridiculous. So anyway, more people responded. There was 1, 2, 3 people that responded and said that they lived in the apartment complex too. They found mold and got sick and had to move because of it. And I credit this to God, I really do, because the odds of this happening were pretty slim. I actually found somebody that lived in the exact same apartment as me, and she said that she found mold in there too and was sick the entire time she lived there. She tried to get the apartment complex to do something about it. They wouldn't do anything. They fixed a leak, but she said they didn't fix the mold problem, and she just kept getting sick all the time. And then she also said in the statement, in the comment, that the lady that lived there before her also found mold and got sick. The person that commented on mine said that she found the leak behind the pantry right next to the shower. And if you remember, I found lots of mold in the shower and in that pantry. There was a whole bunch of mold. I didn't find that mold until I was moving out, because I stored a lot of food there and towels, jeez. And I did find mold there too, and that was exactly the same spot. So I'm going to try to, I got so much proof already as it is, just myself, And now if I have other people that have also lived in the same place and also had problems with mold and getting sick, you think they would do something about it. Somebody. Okay, so there's one thing. Sorry. And so the other thing that happened today was I've been trying to get my van fixed up because there's some things wrong with it. I'm ready to get a tune-up. I'm still waiting to do that. It was supposed to have been done, but maybe it didn't get done for a reason, and that's maybe another intervention from God. All right, so anyway, I've had some problems with my alignment. My alignment is so bad, if I let my hands off the wheel, it jerks, not just moves to the right, it jerks to the right, like sudden, like you're swerving. It's really bad. My tire was so bad I had it replaced today, with the spare I had, and it was so bad that all the steel belts on the inside was all coming out of it. And he said you were lucky that it didn't blow. So, good thing there. I had to wait for my taxes to get this stuff done. Then I was figuring I was going to get an alignment. So I went and got an alignment done today. And she came back and says, "We're sorry we can't do your alignment. Come back here and we'll show you why." And this is just amazing stuff. Oh, praise God for this, even though it's really crappy stuff. God, you're going to work this out somehow. I know you will. I trust you. Please, Lord Jesus, let justice be done. So they showed me underneath the frame. They said if they lifted the van up on the hoist, that my subframe, was going to crush and crumble. And it was unsafe to even hoist it up to do the alignment. Okay, another long story. I've had this van for a long time, and I've had recalls for this van for that same reason, for the frame. And it's very, very dangerous. I don't remember when the first recall was. The second one was in 2011. I'm guessing a couple years before that, maybe 2009. I don't know exactly the first one. But in it said that they must replace it if they feel that it's a problem, or fix what, the problem. Well, the first time they fixed it. They just put new plates or whatever and stuff in there, and they didn't replace it. They just fixed it, supposedly. And then in 2011, I got another recall saying that in most cases they should replace it, but there still could just be fixes done. And when I went there, I thought that they were gonna replace it, just replace the whole frame, but they came back and said, no, they just fixed it, and they just came back and told me that they fixed it. They replaced some parts or something, to make the part. I don't know what it was, but it was the subframe, and I can't remember exactly, but they didn't replace it again. Well, I think they should have, but they didn't. Now, it's so bad that he tells me that if, at any point in time, like especially if I hit a bump or something, the whole entire engine could fall out. Well, that's not very good. And I've looked back on these recalls, but even way back when I got the first one, it said it was so dangerous that you lose steering. And then if this engine falls out and you lose the steering, you're going to be in a major accident and you could even roll. So, depending on, your speed and everything. But it's very unsafe. So now I got to go through this. They better do something. Right now, I can tell you it's probably going to cost them more money to replace the frame than it would be to just cash out and give me the value of the vehicle. So, I don't know. It's just another thing I have to deal with, but I'm hoping that things are done justly, and they do the right thing. Just give me money for this van, because I'm not going to deal with this problem no more. It's too risky, and I'll buy a new vehicle. And then maybe I'll finally get something done with this Section 8, and I'll be able to move into a new apartment where I don't have to worry about mold. Crazy. Sorry about this long story, but that's what's been happening lately. Crazy stuff. Maybe all my trials and tribulations and the patience. I mean, sometimes I haven't been patient, but I've been patient most of the time. And me just trusting in God that He's going to fix it. Maybe this is finally going to work out to my advantage finally, and I can get the justice I need to be able to get a new vehicle and a new apartment. So pray for that. That looks awful round, don't it? I can see like the outline of a giant planet. The bottom of the planet's touching the chemtrail. See, I don't know. I can see definitely an outline of a round object. Alright, this has been too long already, but I wanted to let you guys know what was going on. Sorry about that. Thank you guys for watching and for subscribing, and God bless. And just always trust in Jesus, Yeshua. He will help you through. Sometimes it might take a while, and you have to go through some tests and some pain and some struggles, but just keep faith, and He will see you through. God bless you.